come back through off the Middlewich onto the Wardle Canal, which I've talked about previously. That takes us all of 30 seconds to go on the Wardle, and now we're on the Trent Mersey again. I know it wasn't long ago we came, but it's like I've said previously, it's the other bits what we didn't do what we want to do now. And yes, it's going to be good. I've got a real good feeling about things. Back to the Middlewich locks now. There might be some volunteer lock keepers on here when we get round the corner. Fingers crossed. This could be quite interesting. This is where it's a very sharp bend. There's already a boat moored up ready to come in, and there's one coming up the lock in a tight pound. So let's see what happens. I just love all this manoeuvrability in locks when it gets busier. Gets your skills going a bit. And I try not to use the bow thruster as well. Let's see how this one develops. Doesn't matter, I'll find somewhere. I'm alright, I always find somewhere to go.
We were a bit limited to be fair.
Yeah.
Sit, wait.
Right, it's alright. Yeah, not so bad. The lock's being 70 foot, there's two coming here, so 35 footers, 30 footers, I would imagine. Well, that was very entertaining, I've got to be honest. Yes, we'll get water, Bernadette, yeah. Alright, thank you. Ta-ra. The joys of peak season boating, eh? We've got our water now, topped up after not having any top-ups for quite a while, so now we're full again. And we're coming down the Trent Mersey on the outskirts of the town of Middlewich, and we'll be coming up to a lock called Big Lock and a pub called Big Lock, and we'll see if there's anybody to go down with us or not. We'll see, should find that out in the next few minutes, to be honest. That could have gone a bit better. The lock's empty, so Bernadette will have to fill it up, and we've not got a buddy to go through with us, so we'll be on single, which is always, you know, it's not difficult, but it's not as easy when there's only one in a wide lock, but it's not much of a problem. I don't know now, somebody might end up joining us. There's only one paddle working on this lock, so it will take ages to fill, so we might be joined yet. La 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 la. I'll pick you up wherever you want. Yes. You can go out first. We'll let you can go first. Yeah, no problem. Plenty of lock-free cruising ahead now, so it's just a case of either having a walk or a bit of a a drink on board or a drink at a pub somewhere and just sailing along. This is a very sharp bend which can deceive people, and thankfully they've put the danger sign on now, because we've seen a boat stuck solid towards the right. It was a while ago, but that's only a few inches deep beyond that sign, what you can see. And if you go up into that area, you won't be coming out too soon. Just on the right is a mooring area called Bramble Cuttings. Now this, to get a mooring there is very difficult, because it's just such a nice spot, and in peak season it's so hard to get in there. This was all done by a boat club called Broken Cross, and they set all this up here, and very nice too. All this was cut back a while ago, but obviously that was all it was. The roots weren't taken from it, and everything's overgrowing again, and in some places it's getting very, very tight. It used to be like this a few years ago and they cleared it all, but it's all coming back at a very rapid rate. One thing for certain, on this part of the network, on the northern Trent Mersey, it's definitely green. Certainly is. It's so many shades of green, it's unbelievable. It's very, very nice. You just can't help but switch off in areas like this. Absolutely stunning. We've had a good long cruise today, and very nice too. Now we're thinking about moorings. We know a few, but we're wondering whether they'll be taken up as the day's getting a bit later. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is. But the sunshine is keeping everything looking sprightly. But from this point onwards, we'll be looking for a decent mooring and then we can do our usual thing, have a nice relax and have a glass of wine. This has been a wonderful day, this has. A classic cruising day. Absolutely brilliant. Sometimes you get some fabulous moorings, and where we are is definitely one of them. And Bernadette's going to do a little bit of filming round to show you where we're moored up for the evening. It's absolutely beautiful. Now my job is to get Bernadette a nice glass of ice cold wine. That's on the agenda in a minute. But I hope you like all the filming Bernadette's done and what we've done today, because we've had a great time. Now,
yes, I agree.
You agree, do you?
Well, that's us. Stop for the day. Private lake. And I think Keith's just pouring a glass of white wine. Do you know, I think I quite like this wine. It's nicer than Tixall, I think. It's wider than Tixall at the minute. That's really grown in. Thanks to the salt mining. Right, now for a glass of wine.
Now don't forget, everybody who's come across us, why don't you subscribe? Get notified by the bell. You know, join us on our relaxing cruises, because that's what they always are. As real time as possible, we said we're going to do them, to make you feel like you're with us. We want you to get the enjoyment what we get. So, as usual, that's another one completed, and we'll see you in the next one. But for now, ta-ra!
Ta-ra!